Hi, my name is Shavone Kennedy. I'm a part of the People and Talent Circle, and I'm here with James, one of the members of MetaMask. James, how are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks, Shavone. How are you today?
Doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with us. So, James, do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Yeah, definitely. I started at Consensus in August, and I primarily work with the MetaMask spoke, and I am the support and community lead on that team.
So let's delve right into it and get to know MetaMask a bit better. What would you say the main objective for MetaMask is?
User adoption, users being comfortable with the product and using the product. We interface with Web3. Really, MetaMask is a wallet, but it also enables anybody in the world, anywhere, to interact with decentralized applications, which is, the Ethereum ecosystem growing based off of its users base is like, we're kind of like the front line. So, as long as people are using MetaMask and using dApps, we're happy. Another additional component to that is that we want people to have their funds, which they keep in MetaMask, safe. And so safety and privacy are incredibly important to us, so that, we encourage people to control their keys and, always back up their seed phrases so that they feel comfortable putting whatever amount of Ether or, ERC20 tokens into the wallet.
Awesome. And what is a competitive strategy for MetaMask if there is one in place?
Competitive strategy, from my perspective, is to make MetaMask as noob friendly as possible. Ethereum continues to grow and reaches all corners of the world, and everyone uses it. It's going to be way more average Joes and Janes than early adopters in tech, and so we need to make the product super simple to use, so that anybody can use it. Grandma should be able to use it.
What is the value that MetaMask offers to its demographic, and do you have a targeted demographic? How would you speak to that?
MetaMask is important from a perspective of users, but also developers. If you're building a decentralized application, thinking about how you'll interact with MetaMask is important, because there aren't that many ways to interact with decentralized applications or dApps on the Ethereum blockchain. There are a couple other applications out there that allow you to do it, but because MetaMask is a browser extension with Chrome, with Firefox, with Brave browser, these are sort of very natural extensions of the browser. And so developer demographic should realize that, if their dApp plays nicely with MetaMask, their users are going to have an easier time. And so whatever their business case is, it'll just be easier to achieve. And from a user perspective, our demographic should be anyone and everyone. We want it to be simple.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And I'm really glad you brought up our decentralized platform. What are some technical hurdles you found MetaMask's experience because we are on a decentralized platform, if there are any, or benefits as well?
Benefits are that MetaMask is sort of intrinsic to decentralized apps, but challenges are that Ethereum it's a open source project, so there can be unexpected occurrences with anything from how transactions are processed to Solidity code. So we're always sort of trying to stay flexible in how we approach problems that we don't anticipate, but we're on the bleeding edge of this technology. And so, we're just trying to learn and adapt as fast as we can.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And lastly, just to close up, what would you project are some future goals or endeavors for MetaMask?
We're over 200,000 users right now, and we want that to continue to grow. I would love to see 200 million someday, if not more.
For sure.
But we don't have any hard numbers, projections for the coming year, but I would expect to see continued exponential growth. And don't be surprised, if we hit 1 million soon or something like that.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time out. Always great to understand some of our spokes a bit better. So thank you everyone for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day.